Hello everybody, welcome to a very short tutorial on panel salvaging in 3.23, just the whole 3.23 era. It's currently 3.231. Point 2 is about to go to EPTU. So let's jump right into it. The very first thing you need to do is come to Yella, ignore everything else, don't worry about any rest stops or anything, just come to Yella. That's all you need to do. Once you get here, turn around, find the belt, and gun it for any point on the belt. Just pick a reference point. I'm using Crusader. I'm going to go ahead and decouple now. Alright, so once you're cruising, go ahead and enter scan mode. And start pinging. Start directing the HUD of your ship towards any return that you can find. And you are looking for RS signatures that are multiples of 2,000. So right up there, you see this one, the second one we found is 14,000. We're going to go ahead and couple back, head towards it. Alright, so here we go. They're starting to render in. There we go. So we find our little panel field here. And then what you're going to want to do is come up to your big boys. They have about 10 SCU of RMC on there. Go ahead, switch to salvage mode. You're going to be wanting to use dual abrades, so forget the cinches, forget the tractor beam. Go ahead and come up to your first panel, and you are free to scrape your little space hearts away. Alright, so now this guy right here, your filler station is full. You're going to want to go ahead and head down to your cargo bay. This is assuming you're doing 2 loads in one, where you're going to be selling to Brios. Or Crew L5 does work, but we're going to stick to Brios. So what you need is your multi-tool, go here to depot, auto eject, and begin the tedious process of stacking 13 SCU crates on your cargo crate. You can fit more, but for the sake of this, we're just going to do 13 and 13. So now that you have emptied all 13 SCU, you're going to want to go back upstairs and repeat. So you're going to fill another 13 SCU of RMC off the panels in the field that you were stationary in. Back on the pilot seat. Alright. And once you do that, then you're going to want to go to Brio's Breaker Yard on Daymar. For the sake of the tutorial, I'm just going to take this one load in. So we are beginning our approach to Brio's on Daymar. One thing to keep in mind is that there are numerous hostile NPCs that spawn, typically in Reclaimers, Cutlasses, Valkyries, so they have significant firepower. The Reclaimers, they will wreck you pretty quickly. If you are just selling one load and you're going to call it a night or a day, you can go to Orison, because you will get 14 SCU per crate. Coming down to Brios, you're only going to get 10.9 thousand SCU per crate. But the reason why Brios is better suited for doing this technique is because you can use your tractor beam on the ground, and once you sell your first container full or your first cargo load, you can go back into the vulture and stack all 13 crates again and sell again. So you should be making about 300,000 in just under 30 minutes of play. So let's try not to. Oh, and of course everything's not rendering. There we go. And also be mindful that Brios is a PvP hotspot. It's a very good place to go if you're looking to get in some org versus org fun. If you are coming here selling drugs or even scrap, there are high chances that you'll encounter hostile players, or if not that, probably hostile NPCs, which I don't see yet. Straight to the terminal. Locate your vulture. So 131,000 from what's on my cargo grid, and then another 10.9 thousand from the last one sitting in front of the hopper, and that's it. Again, if you were doing the full 26 SCU, you go back to your vulture, restack, come back here, sell again, and you can just keep rinse and repeat.